Welcome back, welcome back. Salute to the Bulls. Shout out to the Ninjas. Today, just wanted to say I'm proud of you. Sound the horns. I recently seen a message that was directed towards people like me. So I wanted to direct the message towards people like you that are like me. You know? The ones that decided to try to do better in their life, even if it's a little bit. People that had to walk away from bad relationships, overcoming your fear of being alone. I want to say I'm proud of you. Even if you didn't get all the way where you think you should be, you're still on the road to trying. And to me, that's what I call living life. Just trying to do things. We're also focused on actually having things that we forget. The journey to it is where you build your character. It's where you feel all these emotions. Once you obtain things and you forget about the journey, you forget about the work you put in, it makes the thing that you fought so hard to get not feel as good as it is. That's why husbands leave their wives and wives leave their husbands. Good men and good women, they don't have the worst relationship, they're just bored. You forgot what you went through to be where you are. You never looked around and seen how easily it could be gone forever. Sound the horns. And even for those people, it's okay. I learned a long time ago, people that hurt people were hurt by people. And they were never shown another way, how to get their way. You know? So, I forgive them. It's like a child. A child only knows one way. I'm gonna do things until people stop. That's it. I don't care what rules they make up, I'm going to try to break them. I'm gonna push the boundaries. That's what children do. They test things. I think that's why the Lord made us children. So we can go through the mistakes of testing shit. Seeing what we really want. Seeing what the actual boundaries in this life really is. And some of us have tested it. And now you know. Life may not be great like you wanted it to be, Sad to finally escape those friends and family or, that boyfriend situation. And you finally get back on your feet. And that's all you were fighting for. Nothing else mattered, So you can get your second, third, fourth, whatever. Another go around. You might want to still be with somebody, but now you know not to choose these certain people. Now you know not to deal with certain situations because it just doesn't work for you. I'm proud of the ones that actually figured it out and starting to put together in their mind what they want their relationship to be like by actually working on themselves. Not focusing on what that person is gonna do for me. No. What are you gonna do for them? You know? Are you going to get over your emotional problems? Are you going to be able to check yourself? You know? Are you going to be able to handle harsh criticisms? Are you going to be able to have someone not understand what you mean and not just make an argument? You know? People actually learn from your old relationships. You would see that you've fed into a lot of things. Just because they were doing shit didn't mean you had to fall for it. Feed into it. Fuel the fire. See, that's something I've learned in my relationships is the tit for tat game. A lot of relationships become annoying because we know we can get away with certain things at first because of the relationship. Certain arguments, and then next thing you know, you're both you're keeping tally. And you're like, I gotta make them feel it. I gotta get them back. No, you gotta leave. When you start having to have to get somebody back, that's not a good relationship. That's two people that are decent with each other, but they're not getting along properly. So, now they're playing a tit for tat game. Little arguments here. You're arguing about who's doing dishes and who's fucking this and that. And it's like you're supposed to be in it together. You know? You're supposed to want to help each other. Hey, how you doing, man? You're supposed to remember the times when you had to do it by yourself, you know? And I just wanted to say I'm proud of the people that chose to get up in life and not just take what was handed to them. Come on, B. Get out of here. God damn. B's all attracted to me now. Being alone's not so bad. It's hard. It's not always good for your health. So, the more you're alone, the more you need to be able to absorb and learn and, have hobbies that are good. I realized being an introverted person most of my life and having to go out and force myself into the world because of, reality. You want certain things, I realized as much as I try to fit in or whatever, I realize now I don't need to. There are plenty of other people like me, we had to live similar lives. The hard part is the fact that we like staying in a house, or if we go out, we go to somebody's house. We got to go somewhere where we're there. We're not trying to go all over the fucking place. Unless we're actually going out. And that's the plan. I realized starting to learn about being alone, looking up these philosophies of men that, chose to step outside society. And when you see men thousands of years ago, women thousands of years ago, you start realizing, people always have freedom in certain ways. And with this lifestyle of how to live, no one ever can tell you your lifestyle is wrong unless you're hurting people, No one can tell you there's not a lot of you. So I'm proud of you. for holding on to being yourself, you know? Being a person that comes from the hood, the gutter, whatever you want to call it, you know? Being a not so aggressive man, but having to be aggressive at the same time. It's just like weird. It's like when you're in the hood, the label, you're expected to be a certain way and there's nothing else. But that's not the truth. There's so many nerds. Kosh, hey, how you doing? I love knowing people now. So many different types of characters, but they only show the two. Law-breaking Captain Thuggo, or I'm not a businessman and I got good job and all that, and I play football and I like football. When there's many others. There's always been many others. Smart black men, inventors, regular hard workers. Men that just, were appreciated. Just like women. For who they were. Their shape, their size. Because they knew how to see the best in it. And bring that forth. So, continue on your journey. Get back to work. All love, all praise to the Most High. If nobody told you today, I love you. Hope that means something. I know it does to me. People tell me.